If you are listening to this right now, still tired, still busy, still telling yourself you will start tomorrow, this episode is not for you. It is about you. My name is John, and this is English Learning Radio. Stay with me for the next few minutes. What you hear today might be the thing that finally makes the difference. Chapter 1. The Busy Man Who Thinks He Is Too Late. Section 1. The Lie Busy People Believe. You do not hate English. You hate the feeling that life is moving forward while you stay in the same place. Maybe you know this man. Maybe you are this man.
He wakes up tired, rushes to work, answers messages, pays bills, comes home heavy, and tells himself he will study later. Later becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Then shame begins to grow. He sees other people speak with ease. He watches short videos, hears smooth voices, and thinks, that life is not for me. He says he is too busy, too late, too distracted. Deep down, he is not only afraid of English, he is afraid of what it means. If he cannot improve this, maybe he cannot improve anything. But the truth is softer than that. He does not need more talent. He does not need a perfect routine. He needs a simple path he can trust. The pain is real, yes, but the door is still open. And once he sees that, something quiet begins to wake up inside him for the first time in months.
Section 2. The Minute That Changes Everything. What if fluency was hiding inside the day you already live? Not in a long class, not in a free weekend, not in some future season when life finally becomes easy. What if it was waiting in the small spaces you usually throw away? A man sits in traffic with music playing. Another walks to work in silence. Another washes dishes and thinks about nothing. These moments look empty, but they are not empty. They are unused, and unused time can become training time. 10 minutes can hold one short podcast. 5 minutes can hold 10 spoken sentences.
A lunch break can hold one phrase repeated until it feels natural. A shower can become a speaking room. A walk can become a listening test. Busy life does not kill progress. It hides progress in plain sight. This idea changes everything because it removes the old excuse. You stop asking, do I have enough time? You start asking, where is my next small moment? Then progress feels possible. The heart opens, shoulders drop, breath gets slower. You realize you do not need a new life. You need a better way to use this one right now.
Chapter 2. Small Actions That Beat Big Plans. Section 1. Tiny Practice, Real Progress. Big plans feel powerful on Monday. By Thursday, real life usually wins. That is why many people keep starting and stopping. They build a perfect schedule, miss one day, feel bad, and quit. The plan was too heavy to carry. Small practice works differently. It does not ask your life to become easy. It asks you to become steady. One sentence in the morning, one phrase while making coffee, one short audio on the way home, one idea repeated until your mouth feels less shy. These actions look tiny, almost funny. Still, tiny actions survive busy days, and what survives can grow.
A man who studies for 2 hours once a week may feel serious. A man who speaks for 5 minutes every day becomes dangerous.
He is building proof. He is telling himself, I return, I continue, I do not disappear. That is how confidence starts. Not with a speech, not with an accent. It starts when you keep one promise to yourself, then another, then another. Soon the question changes. You stop asking, can I do this? You start seeing that you are. Section 2. Hide English inside your day. You do not need extra hours. You need anchors. The easiest way to practice English is to attach it to things you already do. That is how busy people stop depending on willpower. They stop guessing. They stop waiting for motivation to visit. When coffee starts brewing, say 3 sentences about your morning. When you drive, copy one voice and match the rhythm. When you wait in line, review 5 words in your mind. When you walk, describe what you see. When you wash dishes, tell a short story out loud. These are not random tricks. They are anchors. They turn normal life into training. Soon, your day begins to feel different. The same traffic becomes useful. The same break becomes useful. The same evening becomes useful. And that feeling matters. Control starts to come back. Many people think discipline feels hard and cold, but discipline can feel warm. It can feel like peace, because when each small moment has a purpose, your life feels less messy. You are no longer hoping time will appear. You're learning how to lead the time you have. That changes more than English. Chapter 3. The Inner Fight That Decides Your Fluency. Section 1. 2 voices, 1 future. Inside every tired man, 2 voices speak. One wants comfort. One wants change. One says, skip today. You worked hard. Rest now. The other says, just 5 minutes. Open your mouth. Try again. No one else can hear this fight, but it shapes the future. The old voice sounds kind at first. It offers relief. It offers delay. It says tomorrow will be better. But tomorrow often speaks with the same voice. That is why months pass so quickly. Not because a man is weak, but because comfort keeps dressing itself like reason.
Then something small happens. He practices even when he does not feel ready. He says one sentence badly, then another. He listens while walking. He repeats while driving. The new voice grows stronger, not through emotion, but through proof. This is bigger than English now. Each return says, I can lead myself. I can keep going. And once that thought enters the mind, something changes. Deep down, he is not only asking how to speak better, he is asking which voice will run his life next when the room gets quiet again.
Section 2. The Night Routine That Restarts Hope.
Tonight is enough. 10 minutes can change the story more than one perfect plan. This is where busy people fail. They wait for the right mood. They wait for a clear mind. They wait for a free night. But change usually begins in ordinary moments, when you are still tired and still unsure. So, make the night simple. Sit down. Breathe once. Play one short audio. Listen carefully. Repeat one line 5 times. Speak slowly. Do not chase speed. Do not chase beauty. Chase contact. Let your mouth touch the language. Let your ears stay with the sound. Then say 3 small sentences about your day. That is enough for tonight. Maybe your voice feels awkward. Maybe you laugh at yourself. Good. That means you're doing something real. Real practice is not pretty. Sometimes it is clumsy. Sometimes it is quiet. Sometimes it feels small. But small and real will beat big and imaginary every time. When the night ends, do not ask if it was perfect. Ask only this: did I return? If the answer is yes, hope has restarted, and tomorrow will feel different because of that. Chapter 4: From Learning English to Becoming a Stronger Man. Section 1: Fluency as Identity. Fluency is not only something you learn, it is someone you become. At first, that sounds strange. People think fluency lives in books, apps, and lessons. But real change lives in repetition. It lives in the moments when you speak, even though the sentence is messy. It lives in the day you miss practice, then come back instead of hiding. That is how identity grows, not in one huge win, in many small returns.
Each return says, "This is who I am now. I am a man who practices. I am a man who does not run from discomfort. I am a man who can build himself one day at a time." And here is the deeper gift. When you become more disciplined with English, you change the way you see your power. You start asking, if I can rebuild this part of life, what else can I rebuild? That question touches pride, dignity, and self-respect. English is not a subject anymore. It becomes evidence that you are not stuck forever. Evidence that the man you want to be is moving toward you, one small step at a time. Section 2: The calm ending that makes people start today.
One day, you will thank the version of you who started while life was still busy. Not because he was perfect, not because he had more energy than you, but because he stopped waiting for the perfect moment and used the moment he had. Picture that tired man from the beginning. The bills are still there. The work is still hard. The days are still full. But something inside him is different now. He walks with more calm. He speaks with less fear. He misses a day, but he returns. He no longer sees English as a wall. He sees it as a path.
This is how life changes for most people. Not in one giant leap. In small, honest acts, repeated until they become part of your character. That is why this matters. You are not just learning words. You are teaching yourself that you can move, even when life feels heavy. So start small tonight. Speak one sentence. Listen 1 minute. Return tomorrow. Then return again.
And if this episode felt like something you needed to hear, if somewhere in these words you recognized yourself, then you already know this channel is for you. This is English Learning Radio. I am John. Come back tomorrow. A new episode will be waiting, and so will the better version of you. Follow the channel. Leave a comment with one word that describes how you feel right now. Just one word. That is your first sentence of the night.